We are just 10 days away from the NFL draft, and the Detroit Lions are still in the market for a wide receiver. Now, which way are they going to go in the first round or throughout the draft? We have 3 picks in the top 100, and positions that you've been hearing kind of related to us is defensive lineman, cornerback, and wide receiver in any number, any combination of rounds. And we've talked about potential draft day trades for the Detroit Lions. I made a video about John Mechie. I think he's going to be a probability. He's going to go somewhere. I believe it could be one of the days of the NFL draft. Could the Detroit Lions be looking to trade like they did last year? Now, when we drafted Jahmyr Gibbs, I kind of knew the writing was on the wall for DeAndre Swift, that he was going to be gone. Either we were going to have the best running back trifecta in the league, or DeAndre Swift was going to be traded. And then he wind up being traded to the Philadelphia Eagles last year. And now he winds up signing with the Chicago Bears, if I'm not mistaken. The Bears paid him a bunch of money. So we will be seeing DeAndre Swift. How crazy is that going to be? But with that being said, the Detroit Lions definitely still need a wide receiver. Now we bring back Donovan Peoples-Jones, but he's only number 5 in my opinion. Okay, meaning we need at least one more. Antoine Green, to me, does not count. I know he's a 7th round pick. Just to give you some history on the Detroit Lions, 7th round picks under Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, 1 is no longer on the team and 1 stays on the practice squad. So my expectations for Antoine Green, if I were you, I would not have very high hopes for him. It's just statistically, it doesn't work out. That's what the stats say, right? But he could be the one that kind of does his thing and all of a sudden makes for a name for himself. I don't see that happening, but there's a guy that might have been kind of bumped down the depth chart with the arrival of Calvin Ridley to the Tennessee Titans, and that is former 1st round pick Treylon Burks. Could he be a guy that teams take a look at when it comes to a draft day trade? Here is what Nick Holtz had to say about Treylon Burks. Says Treylon's potential is very high. 1st round pick. We see all the talent, but he's going to get what he earns. He's got a skill set that he's a big guy and can run and can make contested catches. That is something we still don't have on the Detroit Lions roster. If he can find a way to do that for us, that'll be a pretty big addition. This is Nick Holtz, the Titans offensive coordinator. Doesn't sound like he's very confident in that, in him. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he's very confident in Treylon Burks. Like, doesn't seem like he has the utmost faith in him. Now, Mike Payton, everybody who is on Twitter should know him. He's kind of a newcomer in this space, as far as I know, is with A to Z Sports, who also are newcomers. I don't really know where they came from, but he actually put together a trade package. But before we do that, let's take a look at Treylon's contract and stats. If we look at his stats, very similar to John Mechie, almost the same thing. 16 receptions. John had 16 receptions as well, 30 targets, 221 yards, 0 touchdown, same as Mechie. And I think he averages 3 yards more than Mechie. If we look at his stats, he played 11 games in 2022, his rookie season, and then 11 games in 2023. Now, I don't know where, I think he got hurt. I think he got hurt both years. I think year number 1, his rookie season, he definitely got hurt, if I remember that correctly. If we look at his contract, though, 1 second there. All right, if we look at his contract when it comes to, all right. Sorry about that. Got my work bell going off there. So if we look at his contract, he is another guy that is not going to get much this year. It says Burks will earn a base salary of $1.5 million and a roster bonus of about $500,000, while carrying a cap hit of $4 million and a dead cap value of $8.5 million. If we look at what he's set to earn this year, there's that there. And then next year, that's a steal as well. Now, if we look at what we paid Donovan Peoples-Jones, we wind up signing him to a $2 million 1-year deal. So essentially, and we know Brad loves to shop. Brad is a bargain bin guy. A lot of you guys like that. I like him not breaking the team. I'm not the bargain bin type of lover, but would Treylon Burks, who would you prefer? Would you prefer John Mechie III or Treylon Burks? We still don't have that 50-50 ball guy on our team. Our biggest receiver, as far as I want to say structure, body type, might be Donovan Peoples-Jones. I don't really know the measurements on Antoine. He looks kind of more lean and lanky than a little bulky. But Treylon, let me see. What does Treylon weigh? Treylon weighs, they don't have his height. Oh, there it is. 225, 6'2". So he is about 10, 12, 13 pounds heavier than what Josh Reynolds was. I believe he's also heavier than Donovan Peoples-Jones, if I'm not mistaken. So here is what Mike Payton threw together for a potential trade package for Treylon Burks. Says the Lions would get Treylon Burks and pick 182, and the Titans would get the 2025 fourth round pick, the pick the Lions got from the Eagles in the DeAndre Swift trade. So let me get this straight. So the Lions would take Treylon Burks and the Eagles pick 182. And all the Titans would get is a 2025 fourth round pick. So the DeAndre Swift pick from next year, we would get Treylon Burks and pick 182. 182 is a fifth round pick. Is that a fifth or a sixth round pick? Top 100. I want to say that might be it depends on the compensatory picks and stuff like that. It could be anywhere between fifth and sixth, I believe it is. So Mike Payton, shallow and pedantic. What would you do? What would you do? You know, I put y'all on the spot a lot. And stuff is hard on the fly. All right, Treylon Burks, I believe he has been injured his past 2 seasons. So off the top of the dome, fourth round pick for 2025 for how old is Treylon Burks? He can't be older than 24. 24. He just turned 24. So we'll have a 24-year-old wide receiver. We would get an extra pick this year. We would give away a pick that we originally didn't have before we traded DeAndre Swift for Treylon Burks. If he could stay healthy, he could be that contested catch guy. Shallow and pedantic. I don't know, man. This is tough. Put in the comments below. John Mechie, that was like, okay, would I do this? Since I'm on the spot, I'm going to say without the draft, yes, because it is, we get an extra pick. It's a later round pick. It's a low risk, high reward type deal, a fourth round pick. Maybe if I give the Titans and say, listen, maybe a fifth round. I don't know. That's a bonus pick anyway. Could we have some compensatory picks next year? Probably not. Shallow and pedantic. I'm going to say yes. I would take that because, and here's why. Because I'm looking at, we need another wide receiver, but unlike you guys or some of you guys, I'm not sure we need it as early as you think because we know St. Brown is our guy. He's going to get paid. He's number 1. You would have to assume that Jamison Williams is number 2. Donovan Peoples-Jones is going to be 3. Khalif Raymond would be 4. Okay. Treylon Burks could be 5 because I just don't see Antoine Green cracking the 50, like the rotation. I don't see that. So if you wanted to have 6, Antoine Green could be number 6. If you wanted to keep 6 on the roster, you could keep Green as number 6. I don't think I'm leaving anybody out. I know we got, what's the guy's name? Traquan Smith or something like that. We got that guy as well. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on Treylon Burks. So Mike Payton proposes we get Treylon Burks and the Philadelphia Eagles pick 182 this year, and we give them a 4th rounder next year, you know what? I think I take it. But it doesn't matter what I think. I'm talking all the time. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Put your comments down. Treylon Burks, how do you feel about Mike Payton's proposal? I do think we're going to see some moves on draft day. And I think that if you look at it, Brad Holmes has traded every single draft. All 3 drafts he's traded. Last year was the first time he traded a player away inside of the draft. Okay. Could we trade for a player inside of the draft? That's one thing Brad Holmes has not done. He has not traded for a player from another team inside of the draft. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Keep commenting like you guys are doing. Keep liking the channel, man. I appreciate that, because without you, I couldn't be where I am, because this channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. If you want to become a member, you can become a member for as low as $2.99 per month. The link is in the description. And I've got, you know what? I'm going to wait one more time for that announcement. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.